If you want to learn how to trade just like me, join the community, click the private Discord link, sign up through this membership level, and you will gain access to weekly group mentorship calls for free. This is absolutely incredible for us quant holders over here. We've now finally seen the daily 200 EMA being penetrated, and this would suggest that if we can maintain above it now and confirm it as support, we will see a change of trend on the daily time frame, and you would now consider this the bottom of our daily trend, suggesting that this is now in a daily bull market on a technicality. However, I still believe that there are many key resistances up ahead, and so for myself personally, I'm not really getting too excited because I'm always focused on what Bitcoin is doing. And as we know, Bitcoin is at a key level of resistance, that 35k CME gap. And right now we could be following this Wyckoff schematic over here, where this is our 35k high and we could be coming down and filling in that 20k CME gap. I'm going to always keep that in the back of my mind, just because if we do start to see Bitcoin losing $34,000, we're going to initiate this dump closer to 32k, and this is where Quant could come back down. So what I'm going to be looking for further confirmation that Quant will actually continue higher, we will get into that very shortly. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share these updates. It really is important because we're all on this daily basis fighting the YouTube algorithm, and they just don't want us to grow because we bring the reality here on the channel. We're not one of those moon boys, and unfortunately it's the moon boys that get the pushes. It's because it's just easier to click videos that say Quant is going to 10,000, have this amount of Quant and you will be rich and all that nonsense. But here on the channel, we're showing everyone the day-to-day moves. So if you wanted, on top of holding this asset, actually trading the daily these moves, you can also do so, like the bullish divergence that we caught from over here with a target at $100 very nicely being given on the channel. There were multiple moves as well, just like from the 92.4k area, well, not 92.4k, I wish, $92.40 to here, filling in this wick, and then again from $92.40 back down to that wick. These were all given here on the channel. There are some older trades that we took in the past as well. I'm just gonna have to close my office door because I think Abby's getting back home with the dogs, and her dad's come over to walk his dogs with her, bless them. But I was like, guys, sorry, I need to do these videos for the YouTube family. So I'm giving up my spare time, but over here, the next level of resistance that I want to see broken is $114. So if you are looking at the RSI or any indicators that show divergences, this is the key level of resistance up ahead. It's just like Bitcoin being at that 35k area. If Bitcoin's pushing through 35.2k, Quant is also going to continue higher. And Bitcoin doesn't have to go through 35.2k for Quant to go higher. Quant will continue to go higher. It's broken through the golden pocket over here. So on a technicality, it has validated these targets. We can of course invalidate them. It's quite interesting because yesterday and the last few days we've been saying we need to reclaim $132, and look over here at the 1414 target at $129, $130. So quite interesting is that we said if we do ever break above this high over here, we were suggesting $132, and that's also being given by the Fibonacci targets over here, which now have become valid since we have taken out the golden pocket as well as that 200 daily EMA. But I think that was just too early to get super excited. We need to break through this key area between 106 and $114, and then if this one fib level at $114 is broken, then I'll be led to believe we are actually going to these targets. So if Bitcoin does break below 34,000, then this could initiate a dump. And again, guys, while we are below this level, this is still technically resistance. This would still be considered a lower high. So there are still risks that we do come down, and the level that we would need to see being held is of course the 200 EMA here. But if we are looking back to the whole of last year, this whole entire area, we can see the most important level is 194. So realistically, I know the 200 EMA is at 100, but you could actually come down to 94. We were about to form that bullish cross which we were talking about, and what we were suggesting over the last 2 days is that, sorry, you can hear Abby's dad's dog, that's Lulu. But yeah, we can see that this bullish cross is almost formed. And so you just, if we ever fall back down to it, we just need to confirm its support. As we can see, the longer it takes to come down, the higher this drags up, and this will be about the $94 area. So realistically, you just need to hold above these, the shorter term moving averages, And then if we do break below the 200, come down to them, break through back above the 200, reclaim the 1 fib level, taking out this high, put in a higher high, flip this into support, and we will go to these targets up here. So it's quite exciting times, but well, for most of you will be, but I'm still not excited. I know that we've got a long journey ahead up, guys, but it's a first step. So yeah, could be excited about that first step, but yeah, a lot of work still to do. And on a technicality, yes, we are bullish above this, but I'm personally bearish below this high over here. This is the massive dump that we measured. It's giving us the golden pocket where the 200 EMA is. Once you break through that, it's technically bullish. It's also creating the reversal wave by breaking through this point. But really, truly, I want to see the 786 and the 1 fib level broken. And then there's no arguments. That's why I want to wait a little bit, because then at that point, there's no arguments. You can still, as this is our top over here, still have a bearish divergence, or Bitcoin dumping will then just drag this down. If we then lose the golden pocket and we just get a short-term bounce off of this and we actually confirm this as resistance, we could still be on a downward path to $75. But as of now, guys, when I was making that video talking about 75, 78 being our target, and maybe even it could go down to $60, please do understand. Hopefully you've stayed until this point, because I know I'll still get comments in the next few days saying, what about your $75 target? Guys, right now it's invalid. We've been saying that for the last 2 days, in fact. So hopefully you guys have been tuning in. I still know there will be people saying, what about it? What about it? It was always about $100, because this was the level that was keeping us bullish for the whole year. And the moment we lost $94 to $100, this is what made us flip bearish with those targets below. Our first set of targets was here. Our first set of targets were met out of this head and shoulders pattern, which a lot of people were taking the piss. But yeah, I bookmarked all those people that were hating on me. There was a good 20 people saying, no, that's not head and shoulders. We're not going to lose $100. We eventually actually met the target out of the head and shoulders. With that, we reverse. And then the resistance being $100 would keep the lower targets valid. And as we've been saying over the last 2 updates, we can go ahead and invalidate those lower targets simply by breaking through the 200 EMA, as this is considered the top of the downtrend, and this is what would eventually make new lows. So this would be the area where we had to top out and then make new lows, and that would have been the target. But as we breached through it right now, all we need to do is find support, or then just continue above this 1 fib level. While we are still below the 786 and 1 fib level, we could still top out. We're looking to see if Bitcoin will lose 34k. That is when Quant will start to come down again. And if Bitcoin, and if Quant fails to hold this bullish cross, or it gets at least a short-term bounce, but fails to then reclaim the 200 EMA, we could revalidate that path to the downside. Please understand this. So I will be here to further update you guys tomorrow, or over on Twitter. So make sure you're following me there. This is where you can also private message me for more information about the education that I do offer, whether that's the course, the mentorship, my group chat for the weekly group calls, or my ebook. Everything's in place for you guys to get to the same level as I am as a trader. You just need to go ahead and take action. I'm more than happy to help you guys achieve your trading goals. And I've got a discount at the moment, which brings my course down to £100. If any of you are interested in learning how to trade just like me, there's multiple options. Click this ebook. It covers all the strategies that I use in these YouTube updates. So you will have all the same skills. Covers the Japanese candlestick, chart patterns, support and resistance, why I use EMAs over trend lines, Fibonacci's, divergences, and again, using these all together to profit using them. I've also got a discount on my course at the moment, which ends at the end of this month. So that's down to £100. You also gain free access to my Discord community for the next 3 months, where you can expect to be a part of 12 to 24 group mentorship calls. If you want something that's a bit more personalized to your needs, then join my one-to-one mentorship plan. You can choose 5 or 10 hours of my one-to-one help, and included will be the 3 months free in the community, as well as my 6-hour long video course.